So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Venus and Mars in the 12th house of your birth chart, as in what happens when you have a conjunction of these two planets in the 12th house in your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular conjunction, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all the astrological details, check out the links here, Astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently just about to end my Nandi Nadi course, where I actually just put up a video of even making daily predictions. Daily predictions, including I show the one with the reading I did today. So it's simple. It's simple. I got a couple of more things to discuss there before we, end that. And then, of course, you guys can view those particular lessons anytime you want. So, anyway, Mars, Venus in the 12th house. So this is a very interesting position. Okay, 12th house. Here, Mars, is energy, right? It's raw energy. And what is Venus? Venus, besides marriage, besides the wife, besides luxuries and comfort, it also represents money. Okay. 12th house is also the house of our sleep, where we find our sleep. So you will see these people will be the most anxious individual. Okay. Will be the most anxious individual when it comes to whenever they will invest money. They're antsy about what is happening with that investment. Their energy is completely focused on that investment of money. And more stressful than that becomes expenses. Whether it's paying some bill that is due, whether they're owing money to somebody, they will not rest until they have given that money to somebody. Until they have completed that transaction. Because in the house of investments, expenses, and donations, you have a planet of money that is there, very well placed, but then you have this spurting energy, just wanting to jump, like a trampoline. Like you see a kid jumping on a trampoline, that's Mars. So usually such people, if they have any due bills and due money, which of course is a lifelong thing, they get restless sleep. And when that happens, and especially in marriage, there'll be fights in the bedroom over the fact that the other person is extremely stressed about a very small thing. Let's say you're supposed to give money to somebody in 4 days. Okay. And you can give it to them today, but it's somehow you're going to meet this person in 4 days. That is going to bother you. And how do you kind of not deal with these things? Because, of course, without any solutions, it's just a problem then. So the simple thing is, you go to the gym and especially work on your feet. Whether you jog, you run on a treadmill, you do the leg presses. Okay, when you go to the gym, and specifically on which days? Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. Either 3 days or any one of the 2 days. It's going to help you relieve that anxiousness towards your 12th house matter. Because you're burning off that energy in the gym. Because Venus is what? Right? Venus is luxury, comfort, fun. Okay. Mars is athleticism. So usually when you go into a gym, you feel more relaxed, right? You're not working. You're not stressed out with some other thing. You're here to just work on your body. And so it becomes that fun environment when you do that. But you have to do it in the actual structure of the gym. Just like Vastu of the home is different. You can make it into a temple. Vastu of temple is different. You can make it into a home. Vastu of the court. When you go into a courthouse, you will see there's just this different energy you feel. Like you can't wait to leave courthouse. Why? Because courthouse is Saturn. And because Saturn is known as that dry and bleak planet, you, no matter what the thing is, you rather not get a chance to step into the courtroom. Even for the traffic ticket thing, you'll be like, let me just pay it online. I don't want to go there. It's a different Vastu, right? So gym has its own Vastu that helps that energy of Mars. This is why home gyms actually could be detrimental sometimes for the Vastu, especially depending upon where you're setting it up, because you're bringing Mars energy within the home. You know those home gyms? You bring Mars energy in the home, that energy has to now revolve and do something. Fights, arguments, cuts, bruises, injuries, whatever it does that. Now, on the other hand, Venus and Mars are in the 12th house, and of course, I'm only looking at these two planets. We're not seeing any other planet. So here what we see is that, especially in a man's chart, when they ever buy a property in wife's name, do investments in wife's name, money rises. Money goes up high, property comes in. Because again, Venus is home, Mars is land. So naturally, if you're wanting to attain a property, you can naturally, marriage brings that together for you. And of course, whether you're a male or female, and remember, this whole thing that I'm talking about, it's not for a male chart, it's for female and male both. But also it shows your spouse is waiting for you in foreign lands. Your husband's waiting for you in foreign lands, or your wife is waiting for you in foreign lands. Now, foreign lands can be looked at several ways. Usually nowadays it's foreign lands. Whether, let's say, from India, you're going to Singapore, US, or their second version of foreign lands, you're going from New Delhi to Chennai to live. It's a completely different world. The third form of foreign lands also becomes when, even when you like cross a river and a legal state border. So for example, you're going from Texas to, I don't know, Alabama, and so you're going to cross Mississippi River. That itself can show, okay, you're in a foreign place. So there's these different ways. So, but it does show you're going to have to cross one of these things in order to get to your spouse, especially if, let's say, Ketu gets involved. You're going to be crossing a bridge to meet that person. Even if, let's say, they're across a border, let's say from New Delhi to Gurgaon, 30, 40, like 50 miles, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the kilometer is. Even when you're crossing that, there will be a bridge that you will cross. Even though usually you'll take this road, this time there's a traffic jam, so you'll go through different route. Now there is a bridge that you're crossing. Or you may come across, if let's say Mars, Venus, Sun, Ketu are involved, you're going to meet this beloved of yours. You're going to be crossing through within a government building, which will have a flag on top. So these are like, those multi combinations that we see here. And the thing is, also with Mars and Venus in the 12th house, there's a difference when one is retrograde or not. Usually with the retrograde information of Nadi, you can't really say that online, because people will just get pissed off. They'll get mad if you were to say anything. These are the things that can only be discussed in lessons. But one thing you will see, that especially in a man's chart, when your wife goes out and does shopping, luxury shopping, you get money. Especially when a wife joins a luxury gym, There's regular gyms, then there's like that name brand gym, or that gym that has a 40-50% more monthly payment, because they also have these other amenities and it looks like a resort. When your wife goes and works out there, you get money. And usually, especially like in Indian culture, when you get married, I don't know if women wear Mangal Sutra. Mangal Sutra literally on the neck of the spouse starts helping the person gets money, because Mars is Mangal, Venus is the wife. Both are now working. So that energy of money becomes strengthened. It's like you're giving, like a USB, putting a USB charger into Venus. That's what happens. And there's many other tricks with these type of placements and conjunctions. And you will see, because they're together, you will meet your spouse very close to you. Even if you're in foreign land, she'll be 10-15 minutes away from you. You will know the spouse from some previous event. Whether you lived in the same building, even though you didn't meet each other, you worked in the same building. She was on a different floor, you were on a different floor, maybe 6 years ago. Never saw each other. Maybe you guys know each other from high school. Or you guys both went to the same high school but never saw each other because she was in a different grade level, you were in a different grade level. But there'll always be some connection, but especially in the 12th house, usually you will see one of the individual will say, whether it's the boy or girl, I think I know you from past life. They'll be like, I know you from past life. Because 12th house is past life. And so when Mars and Venus are there, this is one of the, in a way, very strong positions of those situations where when you meet somebody and you see somebody, you're like, oh my God. It's like you just know instantly within like 4 seconds that I know I'm going to be dating this person. No matter what, something's going to spark between us. Right? We've all had these instances. So in the 12th house, it shows there's going to be some knowing, some sentence that will be said that I know you from past life. Okay. But again, there's so many more things you can say that you just can't say here. So anyway, this was my analysis of Mars, Venus in the 12th house. Again, if you want to know all these type of details, you can go to Nandi Nari course on this link or careschannel.thinkific.com and join that and learn all that I know, because not a lot of things I don't even talk about here. I don't reveal it here. Not anymore. Okay, so anyway, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.